Hi, Godzo Medicine PS4 and PS5 and Medic Maniac YouTube, and as the first picture said there, greetings from the frozen west. A few pictures there, introducing Aloy, looking at the fish for a meal I think. Right, so here we are with Forbidden West, and we're going to be getting, or I'm going to be getting, some Frostclaw sack webbing that I need for upgrades, and I need 3 of it. So you can see there the shelter that I'm going to be using as a little base, and to come back down to craft my weapons. You can see the locations of various landmarks, so you can understand where this is. So the base that I'm going to be using and the Frostclaw there, going to be going up to that and getting the sack webbing from that. There are 4 fire fang horns around, and what I did was I stealthily took them out, 4 of them, and you'll need to do that each time obviously, because up here there's an apex Frostclaw and 4 fire fang horns. So once the fang horns are dispatched, then you can set about having a go at the Frostclaw. Now my method was to take off the components. There's 2 at the back, and there's 2 panels just at the top of the front shoulders on its back. And when you break those panels, there are 2 glow blast canisters in there. So that's all the components that you need to take off. So if the Frostclaw was alerted, I had Aloy exercise plan B, which is leg it. And it's always good to have a plan B. So just wait, because these bits to take off it, not only can you use them, for your crafting of ammo and stuff later and add them to your stash, but they help do a bit of damage, and in the method that I'm going to be using, that's quite important because we don't want to damage the sack webbing. So if you can target other pieces of the Frostclaw without damaging the sack webbing, this is good. So just play a waiting game as it walks around. Make your shots precise and make them count. And use that tear damage. Just taking a moment to appreciate Forbidden West, because do you know what? This is a gorgeous game. It's lovely. It really is. I mean, Zero Dawn was lovely on the PS4. I played it on PS4 Pro. And this is a lovely game, so I do like looking around at the scenery, and why not? So there's the panel, just top of the shoulder on the back. Break that glow blast canister underneath. Now, in this game, there's a yellow reticule, so fire an arrow, it becomes aware of something, but obviously it hasn't seen us yet. When that white line around the yellow arrow goes away, or is nearly gone away, get ready, because you can fire a shot like that. So depending if the machine moves away or not, you can keep that going. And what you need to look out for is the yellow circle at the top needs to be gone, because there'll be situations where the yellow circle at the top is gone, but there, look at the eyes, they're yellow, and we can still get another shot away, because it's all dependent on if the yellow circle at the top is gone. If that's gone, you're good to go. You're good to have another shot. If it's still there, don't do it, because it will get alerted to you and come for you. So there we can take the glow blast canister out, which you've done, component removed. So that's the 2 at the back gone, and the 2 on its shoulders gone. So I'm going to employ the next part of this process, which is the tripcaster, and I'm going to use flame. So I need to get down to the little path where it's been, and I'm going to put down some flame tripcaster traps. But we want to keep that sack webbing intact. So I've put 3 down for now. All the components removed that I can, all 4 of them, and the 3 tripcaster flame tripwires down, and then just wait. Oh, that's my plan here, so you can do it whichever way you want. You know, you can go in guns a-blazing and hope you don't blow up the sack webbing, whatever you want, but, you know, we need to keep that sack webbing intact. And then I'm going to position myself here, just down this road, so I can see clearly. It's a straight line, there are no trees in my way. You know, if I need to back up or whatever, I can understand the path that I need to go on. And there's quite a bit of distance. I can clearly see the Frostclaw, so I can clearly target it. So, getting my flame arrows ready. And out of my 2 hunter bows that do mostly tear damage, I'm going to use the one that, you know, I have the coils on to do a bit more impact damage and a bit more damage in concentration mode. And as you can see there, I've already knocked 3 arrows, so I don't need to waste any stamina doing that. It's all prepared. So now I can start to target the head, because obviously if I can get the head, I can get the eyes. I was careless there, I should have known, I should have dodged. So set it ablaze again, and then try and do a bit of damage. Hopefully we can get the eyes as well. Don't want to be hitting the sack webbing by accident. I had a go at a Frostclaw before this one, and it did, it stood up as I released my arrows, and I would have been hitting the head, but it stood up and I hit the sack webbing and it blew up and it destroyed the machine, so I wasn't too chuffed. But I went back and did it again, and yeah, there we go. So, machine destroyed, sack webbing intact. So let's go claim our prize, get our goodies, and there you go. So that's 1 of 3 that I need. And then when you're done, your shelter's just down there, so you can just jump off and glide down. Oh, that's what I do anyway. And then obviously, because it's a shelter, you've got a workbench, you can craft your ammo and save shards that way, because I think it's cheaper, isn't it, if you craft ammo at a bench. So I've cut out all the beginning bit to the next 2, but essentially, you know, same method again, and this Frostclaw is going to bite the dust in a minute. There it goes, and we can get our sack webbing, which is all intact. Same method. Take the fire fang horns out, nice and stealthy, destroy the components. Don't do it too much damage with your flame tripcaster, because that can hit the weak spots on it, you know, underneath its belly and that, and it can destroy. So, you know, just steady as she goes, and when you're aiming, aim true and good, and don't hit that webbing. Anyway, we have all 3 parts, so job's a good one. So some pictures of the Frostclaw and Aloy even blowing you a kiss. Yeah, so that went well. So whatever you're doing, take care, and I'll see you next time.